I hope I cheer you up too, Pi. I'm sorry that you're having a frustrating day today. What's up, Josh? You need a takeover? Yeah, we can get one scheduled. You're a member, so yeah, you can get one if you really want one. All right, hold on. Before I do brutal, since we have a little bit of time. Aha, that's why you check. I caught up on last night's stream. Nuts that someone we're up against in Siege was in the chat. Yeah, they knew Vodka. Vodka knew them, and so Vodka went over and was like, "Hey, you're going up against this guy that I watch on stream. That's really bad at the game. You should come talk shit." No, I'm just kidding. But yeah. I am. I got very scared, but Hugh came in big time last night and locked things in for us. Freak, am I doing your takeover today? Is that what's going? I apologize that I forgot who I'm doing. I know I'm doing one today and one tomorrow, but we've had a lot of. It's been a lot. Any opinions on the best reviver out of Tagore, Kaja, Rector Drath, Sill, or Cardinal? Bro, I'm a Sill hater, man. Okay, best reviver. I gotta look at their. I can't. I'm only logged into this one account right now. Um. Oh, Cardinal. I don't know if Tagore and Kaja are all allies, but Cardinal is so good because if you're only talking revive, obviously, I think the overall best there is probably Rector. Well, Tagore's really good. I don't know if like Kaja can heal. I don't have her kit memorized. Um, But Rector's really good healing. She brings Perfect Veil, which is super strong for reducing damage. Rector can really carry a game early. But Cardinal, what Cardinal does is she revives people with full turn meter. So you can build really interesting go second teams where your whole team dies, Cardinal revives them, and then you get to go, right? Oh. Freak, message me your stuff. We're just gonna go right into your account takeover while this is running in the background. Yes. You do need stone skin on. I need. Yeah, you do. Yeah. So you want to. I mean, I suppose you could build Cardinal very, 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 very tanky as well. Kind of, but stone skin is just easier, right? Because you can't theoretically be killed. That's right. Iron Balls is tomorrow. Okay. My memory. Oh, you already sent it to me too. I apologize, dude. All right. Let me get. How do I have ads? I pay for membership. How do you have ads? That's weird. Okay, maybe I'm just wrong about that. I legit thought you didn't get ads, but the more I'm digging into it, I could have swore I set that up. All right. Do some stuff here. Give me one moment. We're gonna start the thingy-majig. Well, that's stupid. All right, so I'm just a bad content creator and I'm unaware of how my own stuff works. But thank you for pointing that out. I will no longer speak to that. Yeah, I won't talk about ads anymore because you don't get the, yeah, you still get ads as a member. So I really thought you didn't. That's a bit of an assumption on my part, so I'll take the blame on that. You know what happens when you assume. All right, we're going to do this. I am going to log into another account. All right, there it goes. That's your account loading, but I am going to answer your question that you had. So with Loki, if this champion applies a buff spread, taking a random buff from the target and placing it on all allies. A single random buff. So there's no way to guarantee that you're going to get the unkillable from Paragon and spread it, unfortunately. It's a great idea. It's just very, very difficult to execute. And the whole point of unkillable teams is that consistency. So, so let's say, I mean, I guess if you're bringing Paragon and no other buffs, but then what if he spreads Veil? He places perfect Veil buff on the target and then does a buff spread. What if he spreads the perfect Veil? It's not that it's a random buff out of all the buffs that they have. You understand? So there's no and he places a buff when he does this. So even if you brought zero buffs, there's no way to guarantee that you accomplish your goal because you might spread the perfect veil. And then, even then, you still want to bring other buffs because you're going to need speeds to make things work. You want increased attack to be able to do enough damage in 50 turns because an unkillable team isn't anything if you can't do enough damage in 50 turns, right? So it's just the way that it's coded. I think that's on purpose to prevent doing what you want to do and making unkillable teams out of like a Paragon or somebody that gives themselves a block damage or block buffs or block damage. Sorry. All right. So we are over here on Freak's account. Um, Now, please refresh my memory if there's any specific thing that you wanted me to target. While I wait for that, I have no dropped frames, so I have no way of knowing if it's me or you. But we'll see what chat says. If anyone else in chat is lagging, let me know. All right, Pi says stream's good. Okay. So yeah, Freak, let me know if there's anything in particular that you wanted me to address. I know we were having like in-depth conversations about your account recently. Um, so did you use one key already today? I'm just curious to see what difficulty. Arena teams, Clan Boss, and Doom Tower Bommel. Okay. Hey, what's up, Mikolash? All right, so we're gonna start with Doom Tower Bommel, and I'm gonna take a look in a book, reading Rainbow. Okay. Include anybody that has bombs first. Nope. Okay. All right. So you're in a 4-key Ultra Nightmare. Okay. So basically, the easiest ways to get through Bommel are Baron Geary, Lady Annabelle. There is a champion, Master Butcher, that I know there's a lot of videos out there about him. Let's talk about him. Well, first of all, let's talk about what Baron Geary and Lady Annabelle do and why they are so easy to beat Bommel with. So, Lady Annabelle is a Banner Lord rare. Yes. Epic, sorry. But basically, she has a passive that heals her by 50% of their HP whenever an ally or enemy dies. So basically, and those bombs count as enemies. So when a bomb dies, she gets healed to 50%. As long as the bomb doesn't do more than 50% of her HP, she lives. You build her very tanky. You build her in a regen set, and she stays alive and can solo the boss. That's one way to do it. The other way, which is Baron Geary, heals the champion by 50% of their max HP whenever an ally or enemy dies, right? Oh, sounds very familiar. So very obvious as to why these two champions are able to do Bommel solo. Now, another way to do it is with bomb champions. He takes increased damage from bombs. So a common team that you see is a Nishak team with a bunch of ally protectors, and you just place a bunch of these bombs. right? And then of course, hopefully you're fast enough that you also cycle through to your bomb placing ability. You place enough bombs and he go boom, right? So there's another approach. As far as trying to survive in hard bommel at this, what are we at? Or is this 90? No, so you're at stage 50. There's another one at 90 that's going to be a pretty big challenge as well. But um, it's just hard. uh, Tanky survivable teams. I know I can see that you've got like Hackhorn. Um, Obviously, you can't cleanse any of it and you can't block any of it, um, but you might be able to tank it. The other thing you can do is freeze the bombs too. I don't know if you have anybody on the account that could really provide the freeze mechanic that you might want. The other thing is also bursting down the boss before any of the bombs go off. But it's not the bombs he places so much as the bombs on the ground that are what kill you. Um, but freezing those bombs definitely helps and makes a difference. It buys you time. Um, but you still need to be able to kill the boss quickly enough with those frozen bombs, and he's not the weakest guy, so it takes some time to kill him, right? So, it's kind of frustrating that the answer is maybe you can't do him right now. That's not really the answer anybody wants. Um, but I feel confident that Lady Annabelle or Baron Geary will come along at some point. Now, there's another one. He's a rare that you may have probably fed before, which is fine because nobody really knows that. So Master Butcher here. Uh, when attacked, heals all allies equal to the amount of damage taken. So you can use him as a healer for Bommel, essentially, and he can get you through the fights. When those big bombs goes off, he heals everybody back up for however much they took. The thing is, everyone still has to have more HP than the bombs. So let's say the bomb does, this is just an example, let's say the bomb does 100 damage and everybody in your team has 105 HP. They'll go down to 5 HP and then he'll heal them up to 100, right? If somebody has 99 HP, they die, he can't heal them up. Now, he can revive. So he could potentially, but only when he gets killed. Never mind. So, yeah, but Master Butcher would be the recommended option. Now, obviously, he's a rare. You may have fed him. You may have some hiding on your account somewhere, too. So, not presently, but that's fine, right? So, that would be an investment. But again, probably not for this rotation of Doom Tower. So, here's what I would say. Because this rotation of Doom Tower probably isn't that much longer. Yeah, a little under 2 weeks. So you're stuck on hard. Are you going back and doing normal now? Oh, you've already done normal. Okay. I would say this is where my free to play was a month, like what would it have been? 2, 4, 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago, I got stuck on one of these fights in this difficulty of hard, right? When that happened, I basically said, okay, you know what? I've gone as far in Doom Tower as I can. I am going to take a break from Doom Tower because I'm spending hours and hours and hours trying to redo this fight. We're just going to say this is as far as I can go in Doom Tower. We're going to go back and move on and do other content in the game. And then I'm slow when I eventually get one of the champions that will help me get Doom Tower. When you eventually get some of the champions that will help you with Bommel, then level them up and work your way towards that progression, right? It sucks. Now, and I think Master Butcher is going to be your easiest option once you pull another one. Um, Easier to pull a rare than it is to pull an epic, right? But I wouldn't invest him as your main resource. Like don't make him your main plan. Um, Keep him as like an option, and then as you get closer to Bommel coming back, then build him. You guys are mean to me. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so that was I started there because I knew that was kind of the quickest and easiest answer. Arena teams, yeah. Let's take a look at arena. This is something that I feel like the clan struggles with a little bit. That's why I want to take a look. Okay. Okay. Well, let's take a look. Mr. Wukong here. I like the build. I'd like a little bit more attack, which I can clearly see that you're working on. Happy to see that. So Wukong is your best nuker in the game, right? You have everything is built correctly. But don't forget to catch up on stuff too, right? So, I mean, that's a fair bit of attack. It sounds like not much, but you want to make sure that everything is maxed out to what you can get it. I wouldn't settle for a 2% on your best crit damage gauntlets with 19% crit rate. This is probably the best crit damage gauntlets you have on your entire account. Jane does make a good point about glyphs being good CVC points, but at the same time, I don't want you to neuter yourself that, for because remember, we're a long way now with the new policy, right? We're not a week away from being able to do all this. We're 3 weeks away from really spending resources in Clan v Clan, right? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you guys need to go watch the video. But anyways, so yeah, make sure that you're keeping yourself um, as high as can be with your attack values and everything. But I really like your build here with your Wukong. So my question becomes, if you're using Wukong, why do you need Rathalos? Right? You've got Wukong in Savage, reasonable attack, very good crit damage values. So what does Rathalos bring in this equation, right? So what I would look for is your decreased defense champion. Now, he's not booked at the moment, or no, he is booked. Perfect. So that would be my recommendation. But now let's talk. He has it. You have a decreased defense, so he's got Duke, Madam. So you don't have to wait, right? So you're saying you'd rather wait until you get Madam Saris or Ugo leveled up, which I think Ugo should be leveled up, and you can use Ugo at level 50. Keep in mind, these champions serve one role, and that role is to decrease the defense of the enemy team. You don't need them to be 60. I swapped over to my Ninja account very quickly just to kind of show you. Trying to find a team that I can reasonably beat here. But I think I lose this because I'm much weaker than you, right? But and I'm using two attackers. But again, like a level 50 Tayrell is my decreased defense champion. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna run it. But let's try this, okay? So let's take out Rathalos. By the way, I also want to say this. Now, do you use this? Okay, you do. It just didn't get selected, but so Arbiter into him into we're gonna go with Duke because he has 60, you know, into Sun Wukong. So you're struggling with Stone Skin, right? Is what you just said. You shouldn't be. You have Armands. And I understand that that's kind of a little bit of a cop out. Now, for me, you kind of want to play it by ear a little bit, but this is kind of what I would do. And then you're going to open with this, by the way. I bet you're not opening. Let's save this, and then I want to take a look up here and see what you're saying to do with Sun Wukong. So this is what you don't realize, is that Sun Wukong can one-shot these teams, and you may not recognize that fact. So also, let's look at your speed on Arbiter. 319. Like to see that. Looking good. So we're going to back up a little bit. Let's try and find a team that might be a little tankier. Or even in stone. Okay, so the Harima makes that hard. There are going to be teams that you're not going to beat. That's the biggest thing. You don't want to sit here and say, I need to beat every single team on this board. That's not how it works, right? It's there's more to it than that. You're going to lose fights. And it sucks, but, you know, losing fights isn't bad in this game. That's why people run defense teams that are one guy, right? So the way Arena works, you can only lose 10 a day, I think. Now, that's only regular Arena, not tag team. I learned that the hard way. But okay, let's try this. I think we might outspeed this team. Okay, so we're gonna try this. Don't use Wukong for Stone Skin, and understand that Armands' polymorph can affect Stone Skin in two different ways. But here we go. So let me turn this up. We're gonna gain control. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how Armands Stone Skin. All right, so let's say Arbiter here. Let's pretend this is a Stone Skin buff, and let's pretend that Deacon is in Stone Skin as well. So you sheep Deacon. Where did her buff go? So we got to remember that Armands, when he polymorphs, he polymorphs a target and then removes all buffs from everybody else. So if there's two Stone Skins, target one of them. Is it a 50-50 chance that the other Stone Skin gets removed? Yes. Who's the bigger threat? Who's going to kill your team? Is a... Here's a great example. Let's say that you have a UDK and Stone Skin. Let's say that this was a UDK and Stone Skin. Okay? And they had Arbiter and Stone Skin. You polymorph the UDK. Now you can kill the whole team. UDK comes alive, and then you wait out the Stone Skin. Right? Also, I used your team on accident, so we're not going to be able to demonstrate the decreased defense part of this. But, yeah, the A2 is going to one-shot people. And I think you're probably A3ing way more than you need to. I don't A3 with my Wukong. I mean, we'll find a better team, and we'll use the one that I've created for you. But that is how you can deal with Stone Skin better. I would like to fight that team, but Harima makes it harder. Maybe we outspeed this team. I doubt it. They look pretty fast. So let's do my team and see what we can do here. I think we lose this. If we just get outsped, there's nothing we can do about that, right? Okay, so we still get to go first. And we have double Stone Skin. This is exactly what I'm talking about, okay? Now, it's a little different because she can revive here. So, we're going to speed ourselves up. We're going to go ahead and steal the turn meter from these two guys. We gained enough turn meter. That wasn't great, but we gained enough. And so this is kind of that tricky spot, right? Because if I polymorph here, and I don't remove the polymorph off of Duchess, whoever I kill is going to get revived. But I still think that's the play. So we polymorph here. We're going to place the decreased defense. And that works really, really well for us. Now, we didn't land the decreased defense on her, but we should be able to kill her, I think. There you go. Now, the one downside is that our Mons is about to get a turn. Hopefully, we get a proc off of... We don't. And so now we may just be in this cycle of losing, unfortunately. That's really good for us. By the way, we love it when Sun Wukong dies. We love it when Sun Wukong dies. All right. So there was a chance if Sun Wukong came back just a little slower, we would have had another chance there. Does this A2? I don't know who's A2. One thing we could have done there different was polymorph Duchess, but Duchess has high resist there. I don't think we can polymorph her. If I'm being honest, I don't think that that's something we would have been able to do anyways. Let's try this one. Now this is trickier too because we have Rhodos, which makes it a little more complicated. But again, here we are. We're dealing with Stone Skin. Everything we do the same, right? We're going to steal all the turn meter. And then we have polymorph. So, polymorph the threat. We're going to decrease the defense. And go boom. Now, the only reason we don't kill Rhodos there is because of his passive. I think we'll do that. I don't know if that's going to... Yeah, that'll get him. And there you go. Easy peasy, right? And granted, that's one Stone Skin. And yes, I forgot Wukong was going to come back to life. I'm not going to lie. I totally forgot about that. So he might kill us here, but maybe I can provoke him. Perfect. And hopefully we'll get some of our turn meter back in time for Wukong before that Wukong wakes up. No big deal. Like I said, we like it when Wukong dies. Don't revive your Wukong. If I revive Wukong here, it actually hurts me. Do I want... No, we can't extend the fight too long, so we just need Wukong to come back to life here. So you'll see Wukong came back to life with full turn meter, right? So now he's getting a turn. So we'll kill the Deacon, Deacon, wow. The Death Knight, and then Armand's takes control again, and we're back on top. But if you revived Wukong there, he would not have gained full turn meter. He would have come back with whatever turn meter that Arbiter gives him, and it would have been less. So don't revive your Wukong. And there you go. Now, the other things that you could do to give yourself a better chance at surviving, you could consider Duke in Stone Skin, like a 4-piece. You'd want high accuracy items. Like, you don't want to sacrifice his ability to decrease defense on the enemy. But if you have someone in Stone Skin on your team, what's really great about that, with Sun Wukong in particular, is just exactly what just happened to us in this fight against a Death Knight. Wukong keeps coming back. Just keeps coming back. We can't stop it. You know what I mean? Because we don't have a block revive. Now, eventually, you will get a Lydia. Lydia could be a very good option instead of Juke as your decreased defense champion and weaken. So she brings both, which is better right out the gate, and she can block one of those revives of Sun Wukong and buy you more time. It's not permanent. She only blocks one, but... Okay, so for Tag Team Arena, it starts to get tricky, right? Because you don't have that many 60s right now. Basically, I'm going to talk about champions that you do have that could be good. Now, what do we have any, if we include the vault, because you do have quite a bit in the vault, do we have anybody that does ally attack? Not really. 2 random allies. Not worth it. I wouldn't put resources into that. But you do have really good nukers on your account that can really help you out. First of all, Fenax is really, really solid. I also like your build on him. Well, I like that you're trying to do a build on him. You have no attack and no crit damage. So this isn't going to work. And I don't know if you're using HP percent because he's so squishy or not. He is extremely squishy, but his A1 hits harder. It just hits hard. I don't know how else to put it. I really like to pair him up with people that can help him survive. UDK that you don't have, right? He's going to be difficult to make work, but if you can make him work, his A1 will kill targets. It will block revive, of course. The other thing, places an extra hit if the target has any debuffs. So let's say there's a Ultimate Death Knight in the way, like Ultimate Death Knight and Wukong combo. If you have a Fenax that can stay alive, again, this is all about staying alive, or even in a fast team, kind of what we have here. Fenax, if you land a debuff, this is where it gets tricky, because if they're under Stone Skin, you don't land that debuff, and then you don't get the extra attack, but he does, if you can get a debuff on a UDK, he can go through the UDK with the second hit, and then block revive on Sun Wukong or whoever. I really like Fenax, but he is very, very squishy. Very, very squishy. Hard to keep alive in my experience. I've used him on my main account. I really like him with an ally attacker, or maybe like a big shield counterattack champion. I know that we have shields here, no counterattack, but you could get counterattack gear on him and then counterattack masteries, because the A1 is all of his damage. You actually don't use any of this. Even though he brings a decreased defense and speed, you're never going to use any of this, right? You would much rather just A1 with him and kill people that can't come back to life. The other one you have is Skull Crown. Skull Crown's A1 hits like a Mac truck. Very, very powerful. Yeah, no, you would go the ignore defense one, not War Master or the other. But yeah, Skull Crown, she's a real viable option, especially in Tag Team Arena, because she just hits so hard. You don't have to have Sinesha for her to be good. The other champions, the other nukers that you have, and by the way, you can use Rathalos now in a second team. Use Rathalos in another team, right? You have your main team, boop, 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 boop. So now your next team would be, another speed boosted team. So maybe a High Katoon into Ugo into... you could do Rathalos, but other nukers that you could use would be Skull Crown, Fenax. You'd really, again, I would like to get him some support. if you do get any champions along the way that do like ally attack mechanics, like we have use the A1 and then an ally joins the fight. Whoever has the highest crit damage, like I think that's Teox maybe, or someone does something like that. He's a really good option in there. This is gonna sound. First of all, you also still have Kale. Kale's a great nuker that you can use on a team. By the way, you also have Apothecary. So I would build. What teams? Let's take a look at your tag team arena here. So you're splitting your power, and let's talk about what you really want to do in tag team arena. By the way, props on hitting silver. Not gonna lie, that's a challenge. That is hard to do. So I give you full props for being able to hit silver there. So maybe I'm going to take a step back and say, yeah, spread your power because it's working for you. A couple of things that I've seen from other content creators as far as tips for live arena is take each fight. If you really want to progress hard, I can't do it. I hate it. I've tried. And then when I try to pick the exact team that will counter that team and I still lose, I just get so demoralized. Like, I hate Tag Team Arena. But I would, you've got Skull Crown that could be built and put in here. You have Fenax that could be built and put in here. Find a slower team. You might be able to force your way through. You're already using Magnar. Great there. Loki is going to be very valuable for you, right? You're going to think of him as a mini Armands. You're going to have lockout potential. You're going to have turn meter stealing. So instead of stunning, you're stealing turn meter and then locking him out, right? So Loki is going to be really good for you. Building other teams, that's going to give you a little bit more control in the game. So I do want to talk about this. Did you just pull a bunch of did you yeah so did you just pull your shards for the 2x? Okay. All right, good. So I just want to make sure that we're doing the right practices because I see this a lot with people in our clan where they are not saving their shards and it hurts them. So who did you pull? Did you get no epics? Did I steal all your epics? Oh, wow. I'm so sorry to hear that. All right. But yeah, Tag Team Arena. If you can stay in silver, I kind of think that's fine. And the main reason I say that is because you have now access to... Okay, you're still getting fragments on him, but now you have access here. And even these are really good. I meant this. My void shard's up here because I don't have this. So everything moves down weird, I guess. Yeah, on my free to play, on my main account, my void shard's up here. But either way, it doesn't matter. So I think it's actually here. But void shard, really, really good. These accessories are really, really good, but I would go for the shards more than that, me personally. I do, yeah. Procelix, I buy the ancient shard every time from on my free to play. So, and on my main account. But I try to buy the void shard when I can because I just want champions more than I want other stuff. But the refresh accessories are really good. And I think that's the only place to get them too. So I wouldn't sleep on those. Okay. Now, Clan Boss. The big one, the challenge. So I believe you said you are a 4-key Ultra Nightmare. Is that what I read? Did I read that right? Um, what's up, Reborn? Okay. Now, I can't remember if this is a conversation I've had with you or with somebody else. I know there's a lot of love for Apothecary out there. I know that. I understand that. I think you're going to be better served with survivability. You have some really great ally protectors and damage reduction champions. So we've got Iron Brago, right, placing increased defense and increasing the defense of all allies by 10%, right? Also increasing never mind, ignore that. Not booked right now, which is probably why you're not using him. You do have a Taragi, but right now you've currently got. Well, let's look at the team again. So this is your decrease attack and decrease defense. Weaken. Damage. I bring him for speed mainly because I lack leech or lifesteal. So, what you do have, though, is a support. And a good one. So, places a shield buff on all allies for 2 turns. The value of the shield is equal to 20% of the damage dealt. This is if I remember correctly, I've never used him, but I believe this shield is relatively strong. It's on a 4-turn cooldown. You'd like to see it on a 3-turn, but that's fine. You have a full cleanse here with a block debuffs and a heal by 15% of this champion's HP. Heals each ally by an extra 10% of the champions per each debuff removed. I think Hackhorn is going to give you some pretty good survivability on your team. He doesn't quite bring the ally protect, but he brings a pretty big shield that could help. The other one you could do would be ally protection. I do like this brings ally protection and increased defense. You also have Skull Crusher. Your A1s aren't anything crazy, so that's why I'm not like super big on Skull Crusher, but Skull Crusher can be very effective for you. He's also a great stun target because he can take the stun off of himself. Grush is a really good healer if you need that survivability. Also extra decrease attack and the leech as well. Unfortunately, no unkillable yet. What aura are you running as well? HP? Yeah, that makes sense. I would actually do this. I was hoping that would be... But I still think this is... I actually think that you don't need Newt. so much. I've run Venomage on the free to play, as you've seen, and even now on the Ninja account. Venomage is a decent option for this. Um, man, okay. I'm kind of all over the place here with your team setup. I really like this being your heals, right? I like your decrease attack here. I actually like Ninja more than Geo. And the reason that I say that, and this is a little crazy. Now, I know Geo reduces damage, but you have a pretty good account. Like, you can put good gear on your champions. And okay, well, we have no good aura if we do this, which kind of sucks. Oh, shoot. Okay, yeah. All right, so the issue that I have with Geomancer's damage is that it's based on how many turns that you can survive. And if you're going to go with Geomancer, you need to be tankier than what you are. And that's why I think that you're okay to drop out Newt and go tankier. Bring in Ally Protect with an increased defense, right? Um, like you could go this option. You've got your healing, you've got your survivability, you've got your decrease attack. I think you get an extra decrease attack chance. No. So Vergus doesn't bring any other decrease attack, unfortunately. Iron Brago does. So I actually might consider Iron Brago maybe to be a little bit better. But the Ally Protect itself is just going to be good too. The thing I like about Ninja, though, is that you get to dictate the damage output versus being reliant on Clan Boss going. You basically get to say, I'm going to blow you up. So you can build, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, yeah, you got to build Ninja the right way. But again, he has support champions, right? Um, if you have support, you're going to be decreasing the attack. It's going to get Ninja to survive. You're going to be healing Ninja up, right? And you're going to be giving him ally protection and increased defense. So the only thing that you're not bringing to the table is an increased attack, I think. But really, the most of the damage is coming from his burns. And I'm not saying you have to do this. I'm just thinking outside the box a little bit and giving you ideas to experiment with. The one thing I will say is I don't think Apothecary makes the cut. Oops, wrong team. Makes the cut on your clan boss team. I think you need to dump the Apothecary and just bring somebody that's going to increase the survivability of the team. I don't really know, what your best options are there. I'm just checking to see if he has any. He's got decreased accuracy. Okay. But the longer that you can Like, Apothecary doesn't make you survive. Maybe he gets you one extra turn across the course of the fight by giving you that increased speed, maybe two or three. But I don't think he's, his heal is not breaking the bank. It's not causing this team to win. By the way, especially when you have an AoE heal that is just better, or you have AoE survivability, or you have AoE survivability, right? So that's kind of where I'm coming from. These are, of course, my opinion. It doesn't mean that it's exactly right. I'm sure there's probably a lot of people saying other things. Venomage also brings some survivability, kind of, but Venomage is also in themselves super squishy. I think Taragi is a pretty good option too because you would get some more poison damage out. But if you were going to go with this option, because also Newt is you get two decreased attacks here, which is good. Different affinities as well, so that's going to keep your decreased attack, and you're bringing your decreased defenses and your weakens here. You've got a good mix here. Like, I think you're pretty good. I just want to see somebody better than Apothecary in here, and I think you're going to have actually a better result than what you think you would get. Um, because you're going to get, instead of getting extra turns by going faster, you're just going to survive more turns, if that makes sense. Yeah, everyone's been telling me in chat that the game is down, so right now I'm just looking at characters. I'm not clicking anything that's going to cause me to get logged out. The other thing I would do, Freak, because this is always so important when you're talking about Raid Shadow Legends. No, I'm not going to try it because the game's down and it's probably going to disconnect me and then we can't do anything. But what I would say is go to, I know you're in the clan Discord, but you could also go to the Discord for the YouTube channel. And the reason I say that is because there you have Vodka, Icky, Sky, you've got a bunch of players who also know a lot about the game and maybe have a better concept or idea for your clan boss team that might be perform a little bit better than anything that I've suggested. I think it's very good to get inputs from everybody. Don't just listen to me. But the main thing that I want you to understand versus why I'm saying like not Apothecary and maybe any of these other like champions to add survivability to your team is uh, is because they're going to give you more survivability. Increased speed is great. I love to go fast, but you also need to be able to take some hits. So, also be careful. I would not use Geo and Ninja together because then Geo's burns are not going to be on, so you never really get the impact of Geo and his ability. But I do like I said, I do like Ninja just a little bit better than Geo because you're in control of that fight. Um, but Geo gives you that survivability that you need at your level. Like you don't really have the way to take hits. Um, yeah, vodka says it great. 5 defensive champions in lifesteal, 1/1 counterattack. Yeah, you think Skull Crusher? He's got a lot of ally protectors. We've got Vergis, we've got Skull Crusher. Um, I thought Hackhorn for healing and big shields. We've got Iron Brago for some survivability. Like we've got a few different options here, but um, yeah, but see, in my opinion, you could play with this a little bit. right? You could play with this a little bit and say, okay, well, I don't have good life steal, but what do I have? I have Hackhorn Smash Lord. He's an AoE healer. He heals for really good. I didn't see what the cooldown was on the heal. Yeah, it's a 3-turn cooldown. 15% of this champion's max HP. You want really high HP. It looks like you've already got that. So he's going to keep everybody healthy and topped off. Does he have Sepulcher? Did I just not see it? Yeah. No Sepulcher right now. At least not on the outside. Don't don't sleep on Elenarl, by the way. She smacks, man. And can poison activate. I would I know she's vaulted right now, but I wouldn't sleep on her. She's a good champion. Oh, I know why you have these. I'm sorry. You have a poison. Don't say no poisoners. You have Kale. And you have Venomage. You have 2 really good poisoners. Uh, okay, so give me 3 arena teams I need to build and work on. Magnar's HP based, right? Hmm. Yeah, so I've kind of built you 2 teams. I don't know that I can really get you a 3rd team, so kind of like what Vodka said there. Um, don't be surprised if this one manages to squeak out some wins now. So what I'm doing, because you do have Armands, and I like using him as a third because you get that aura. So you get all speed auras right across the 3 fights. Loki has a mini Armands up here, and then you've got your Armands. This is just an Armand. Actually, you know what? I wonder if I just want to do this. So go first team, Armands. This is just Armands. Armands does Armands things, and you just win off of Armands. How many times can I say Armands? Ugh. I'm even okay with this. Because he's HP based. He doesn't need an increased attack. And this is just all stuff. It's just stuff. But I don't know. I'm just kind of playing around. How long is this account? How old is this account? Okay, so you're about the same age as my free-to-play. But it's hard to compare because you weren't able to get Wixwell. I will say this. I don't know that Thor changes things for you too much, but I do wonder if Freya might be really good for you. I don't think you'll be able to go for her, though, but I'm just kind of thinking out loud right now. I've seen some of what Freya can do, and she seems pretty good. Um, I would settle with Odin as compensation. Reborn, I run that team. Um, so, okay, let's talk about Siege for you right now. First of all, patience. So, did we win any attack victories this time? Where we at? Freak. Oh, you won 2. Why are you complaining? You won 2. You're fine. Oh, this is what we were talking about, auras and stuff. I'm starting to remember some of the discussions that we had, like for your defense. Okay, let's talk a Siege team really quickly. Let's make one of these 2. I'm remembering exactly why this conversation came up. Exactly. You're doing everything right. I want to be perfectly clear. You're getting shit luck with legendaries right now. Just straight up, right? I mean, you have good legendaries in here. You have Newt, right? I like Iron Bragro. I like Hackhorn. I think Hackhorn's a great support. And but do you have the unkillable teams? No. Do you have you have Armands too. Like I really like your roster. Like I think you have a lot to work with here. Clan Boss is a struggle, but I think if you implement some of the things we're talking about and go for more tanky, survivable teams, you're going to see a bigger impact than going 9 turns or 10 turns on Clan Boss with a team that gets smoked. But for Siege, the only thing I would do is her aura all. I want to make sure that I'm right. What just happened? Did they finally kick me out of the game? All right, well, your account is locked up, but I did want to look at Haikatoon. I don't use her very often, but I wanted to make sure. Yeah, all right, speed in all battles. So let's have a conversation very, very quickly. We're going to look in Clan Siege. I'm going to show you what happened yesterday, okay? Yeah, Plarium, guy, just so you guys know, Raid Shadow Legends is down. I was logged in before the issues. So far, I haven't been kicked off yet. I did get kicked off on the account takeover. Um, but yeah, no, I'm done on that. So, but let's talk about. I can't. Okay, so story time with this boring background. Well, maybe not. We can do it here. So, Freak, I'm sure you heard some of this, right? But I have an Armands, but my Armands is not like the fastest guy in the world. And I come up against Armands in Siege that are faster than me. So, what I did is I have a Fushan. Fushan has a speed in all battles by 24%. They're using Armands' aura because it doesn't work. So I'm gaining a big speed boost, and guess what? I go first. I get to do Armands things. I win the fight. So what we were talking about before is that, you know, you're still using Arbiter, and the argument becomes, well, Arbiter's not leveled, or not, or not, sorry, not, no, so sorry. Haikatoon isn't leveled. We're not using Haikatoon for that. We're using Haikatoon for her aura, and that's it. This guy on my main account is built for Clan Boss. He's very slow. He actually does pretty good damage, but he's not, you know, nuking anybody. He's not doing Sun Wukong level damage, right? I understand that, Vodka, but it makes a difference when your speeds are relatively the same. I will tell you right now, I went into a fight. This is why I can't show you, man. Like, this is frustrating, and it's pissing me off more now that you're trying to call me on it. But straight up, like, I lost a fight against an Armands. This was 2 weeks ago, and I was out of champions. I didn't have anything left, except my Armands had one more go, and I had a Fushan. And I used that, and I beat the guy because he was using arena auras, and I wasn't, and I went faster, right? That was all it took. Well, sorry, my Arbiter went faster, and then so I got enough speed between the aura and my Arbiter to go faster and make sure that my Armands went, and I won the fight. The point that I'm trying to make is that we were having a conversation in our Discord with Freak, and he was saying, well, I don't want to use my Haikatoon because they're not booked. Use them for the aura. Keep the rest of the team the same, right? I don't know if it's going to let me do this, but I'm going to try and see if I can continue here again. No. Oh, I'm on the wrong account to be able to do this at all. But, yeah, don't be afraid to use somebody just for an aura. Vodka, we're not fighting the teams you're fighting, and you're not fighting the teams we're fighting. You don't even need an aura to fight against us. But when has an account that can barely squeeze out 300 speed on his champions, no disrespect, that's just the status of your account. 24 speed makes a big difference to be able to go faster than their Armons. And so, but yeah, don't be afraid to do that. And now you're saying, well, what if I don't have enough teams to go multiple times? You don't have enough teams to go multiple times. It's that I don't have enough teams to go multiple times. I have one speed team, and then my second team uses Georgid, and I just have to pick hope to find a very slow team that is in Stone Skin that Georgid can blow through. So you'll notice that if you look in Siege, my free-to-play... Oh, yeah, that's right. I lost one, too. So I won one fight, I lost a fight, and I have one key left. And I'm waiting. You also need to wait. And this goes for anybody that struggles in Siege. You guys need to make sure you're waiting and for your fights. Don't... Now, it can be scary, because if you wait too long, then you're fighting against Galathir in a stronghold, right? And that's scary. And you were able to get your win as well, Freak. You did a great job. Like, honestly, you got 2 wins. Like, that's great. Stop setting your goal as 100%. Like, what next 5 champs I should level up after Magnar, because I'm so high on him and excited to use him. Yeah, I can't look at your roster anymore to determine if you have go second teams. But I completely agree with Vodka's assessment. Go second teams are also super fun. Magnar is a good candidate for a go second team as well because he's HP based, so you can make him tanky, make him strong. I just noticed that my camera wasn't completely green screened, but yeah, you got to play to what the limitations of your account are. And if you're trying to 100% every single thing and you're pulling yourself in every direction, that's not ideal, right? So right now you can 4-key Ultra Nightmare. We'd love to get that down to a 3-key and a 1-key Nightmare. That's our goal. And that needs to be your goal, right? So don't shoot for only a 1-key will work. Shoot for that 3-key for now. A more consistent 3-key. I know you already can on certain affinities. Shoot for that more consistent 3-key. And then yeah. But when it comes to Tag Team Arena, you don't have to win every fight. Right? You just win 2. That's all you need. Or even winning 1, you're still gaining some points off of it, right? You're still gaining some bars to spend. It's a resource area, right? Siege, same thing. If you can win 2 fights every siege, you're good. You're golden. And you're doing a great job. Considering, like, if we compared rosters right now, between... You've been playing as long as my main free-to-play account. If we compared rosters right now, I've got you beat, right? And there's no doubt there. Wixwell, Armons, we both have Newt, Georgid, right? Like, I don't think anyone's gonna, and but the reason I'm saying that is despite your roster being much weaker than mine, you're still performing very well in Siege. The really biggest impact that it's having on you is on your clan boss. But I think you're gonna be able to put up a good team once you kind of shift away and go for some more survivability. I think so. Um, yeah, I did have fun playing Overwatch the other day, Justin. Um, what's up, Piper? It's okay. I'm gonna release the video later today. Okay, so last question. What next five champs I should level up? Well, I won't be able to answer that question because I can't look at your roster anymore. Never mind. I should have hit retry the whole time. That or the game came back up. I don't know. But let's look at your roster now. You're going Magnar next. Ugo needs to be in the conversation. Ugo is really good for Hydra. We haven't talked at all about Hydra. I don't know what kind of points you're putting up in Hydra. Actually, well, let's take a look. All right, yeah. So you're doing your Hydras. You're halfway to Mithrala. You're doing good there. Um, I would get Ugo next after. If you really want to go Magnar, I would actually go Ugo before Magnar because Ugo is just so good. You also already have her completely booked out. So really you just need to 6-star her, level her up in Minotaur to finish off these masteries, and then she's going to be good to go. You do need masteries on her. Make sure when you're getting masteries on her that you go Sniper, because the block buffs is a 50% chance, and then 5, 10, 15, 20. Am I right? Hold up. You need Sniper on her for something. What am I thinking about? I thought it was this for Hydra. Yeah, no, that's 20%. Yeah. So it's 70%, 80, 95% on Hydra. She gets 95% chance to land the block buffs on Hydra. So Sniper gives her that extra 5%. So you can land that block buffs 100% of the time without being resisted or getting a weak hit. So she's really going to help you. I know you have Sun Wukong, but Ugo brings a little bit more in that regard. She brings the block buffs, but also the decreased defense and a mini cleanse and a heal. I really like her in Hydra. What areas should you focus on? Clan boss. I would really like to see you get clan boss to a 2 or 3 key consistently, but also have nightmare be a 1 key because you want to get those books, you want to get those shards, and build up your roster, right? Because that really the reality of your account is just a bit of a lack of champions right now. And I think with Magnar, by the way, so what I would say is you might have a really good alternate team that runs maybe Magnar. For Siege, you may not have a speed aura for it because you'll be using your High Katoon, but Loki again is like a mini Armands and use that with Magnar. I could see some value there. Your decreased defense champion could be your Ugo, who I would recommend you build. And yeah. I think that's kind of everything I got. I posted in the chat what you need to do for an account takeover. Does anybody know, is the game back up? Mm. All right. I'm going to go ahead and give you your account back, Freak. I'm going to hop off it here. Oh, hang on. There's something I need to do.
Young hero.
Yeah, okay, so I don't need to buy that. I can just buy this edition. Okay. All right, if the let me know if there's any problems with the stream. I'm bought and installing a game that I will probably play tonight on stream. Is it wrong to focus on nukes? I like straight nukers that nuke. No, it's not wrong, but there's a I hate to quote Ash here, but I think he has a really good way of thinking of it. Is value over replacement is a big thing for him when it comes to deciding who's going to be your next 6-star. So let's talk Thor. This is a great example. I want Thor now on all 3 of my accounts, right? I want Thor on the main account. Oh, we're going to record a Ninja Block episode as soon as I'm done this little tangent, okay? Because I'm super excited to share some news. But I want Thor on all 3 accounts, right? Why do I want Thor but not Scorid last fusion, right? Value over replacement. So Thor is an improvement in my Hydra team. I can see that. I can look at his kit. I can see the multipliers. I can see the videos on him. And I can say, if I take Thor and I put him in here, he's going to be great. Now, if I just build a nuker like Scorid to build a nuker, but he doesn't get placed in my team, it's a waste of resources. So you really want to say, like, is this champion better than Sun Wukong in Arena, right? If you think that, like, for the free to play, Georgia, he's better in some areas and worse in some areas, right? So, that becomes the question: is this champion going to replace X or be part of Team B or Team C? You know what I mean? Um, there's nothing wrong with having multiple nukers as well for affinity things, especially in Siege, because you only get one shot, and you really want to make sure you give yourself the best opportunity. So you may look at a team and be like, that's an all force affinity team, or let's say that's an all magic affinity team. My Wukong's not going to do very good here. Maybe I bring in my force affinity nuker, or you know what I'm saying? Like, it's good to have options, but I wouldn't just build them for the sake of building them. Now, I say that. Vodka feels differently, I'm sure. But I think we are having a 2x on Sacreds for Freya. Not really sure. Who knows? All right. Let's record my ninja video for today, because I have big news to share with you guys. You can probably already tell it's spoiled a little bit already, but so, man, I need to make another thing for recording. I'm getting really happy with these, so let's do this. I like this. So I'm giving you guys another custom command. Recording video right now and may not be able to chat. Have a question, ask it. He is done recording. Cool. Perfect. Okay. So now that's an easier way. If I'm recording, you guys can let people know. We're going to record my Ninja Block video right now. I have very exciting news that I want to share with you guys. I also did pull another, last night, I pulled another Void Shard that I got. Didn't get anything good from it. It was a rare. But let's do this recording because I'm very excited about it. Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm Roadblock. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. We're on the Ninja account, and I'm very excited. I have some very, very good news, some actual gains on the account. First of all, slight spoilers if you haven't already watched the shard pull video. At the time of this recording, it's not even up yet because I had to live stream this morning and didn't have time to upload it. But we did pull some very, very good Void epics. And we had a really, really good rate. So technically, I pulled 9 on camera, and we had 4 Void epics, each one of them being viable candidates for the team, for Clan Boss. And then the 10th one was off camera, and that was just a gear grinder. So, but that's not the exciting news I have to share with you. So we've been struggling on one area of the game for a couple of days now, maybe weeks now. Definitely weeks, because I was trying to do this when I thought last weekend was going to be the 2x. I have 5 sacred shards now. Where did that 5th one come from? Well, we completed the dungeon challenge. So this one was clear stage 13 of Fire Knight's Castle. We did that. I did that last night. I did it off camera, and in doing so, I was able to get myself the last reward here was a legendary or a sacred shard. Sorry. I also completed the artifacts one, which gave me a void shard. This one was just like equip people with X number of 5 or 6 star gear sets, and then it went and said X number of 5 or 6 star gear sets that are level 12 or higher. And so I managed to just force fed that. I lost some silver. I went from 8 million down to 5, but it was worth it just to get that done and get that extra void pull while I could. What does this mean? Well, my magic number, my preferred number for summon rushes is about 6 sacreds. I do like to have some ancients to go with that and mysteries, as you know, to fill out any odd numbers that I may need to. You know, if I'm 50 short or something, maybe that's 3 ancients or 50 mysteries, right? And we're very close to that number. There's a good possibility that I might consider going for Thor on the challenge account. Now, I want you guys to let me know in the comments, do you think I could do it? Do you think I should do it? It's a big investment and a huge risk because there's no catch-up mechanic here. If I go all in, if I go for Thor and I miss and fail on one event, I'm done. I can't try to pull a champion to finish it out or anything. I got to be completely on point. So, what is going to determine if I actually do this? One, the calendar. When they release the schedule for the Thor fusion, if it looks way too hard, I'm not going to do it. Like, you know, like I'm going to be able to analyze it ahead of time. Two, if they do the champion chase first, I'm out. And the reason that I'm saying I'm out if they do champion chase first is because one of the ways that you can complete champion chase in a fusion is by fusing the champions that you're supposed to for the fusion. It's hard to put it into words. Let's say we were doing a fusion for Razin, right? And it was fragments down here to get these epics. Well, I could wait until the champion chase and pull 3 of these epics, and that's going to get me points to get closer to the fragments needed to pull the 4th guy. Okay? So, if the champion chase is at the start, I can only get points on this account by fusing stuff in here that I can't currently fuse, other than relic keepers. I could probably make 1 relic keeper is what I'd be able to make right now. If I happen to get lucky, and I think I can farm this guy, so maybe I could make 2. Epics are good value when it comes to champion chases, but if it's at the beginning of the event, without, and it's a 2x on sacreds or something, well, those are my resources for the summon rush, which would now be at the end of the event, and I wouldn't have those sacreds to use during the summon rush if I have to pull them at the beginning. So that would really suck, and I kind of think that that's what they're going to do. Normally, weekends alternate. One weekend is a summon rush, the next weekend is a champion chase. This past weekend was a champion chase, was a summon rush. So this next weekend would theoretically be a champion chase, and that's going to put a lot of us in a really tight spot when it comes to generating points for that. And still being able to do the summon rush at the end of the fusion. So, I want to try, but is it viable? Is it doable? It may not be, and that's depending on the schedule limitations. As far as generating points, it would cost me more energy. I have seen in past fusions, my tournament requirements are lower than probably yours. The Dungeon Diver event requirements are probably not much lower. But I have a really big stockpile of gems saved up. I've got 1,430 gems. I'm really happy with that going into a fusion. I'm very low on silver, but to be completely honest, I mean, I actually only have 273 pieces of gear, so maybe I don't have as much that I can sell as I think. But if I was to sell, let's just do. Let's do 4-star or lower. Yeah. Ugh. I don't know that I'm gonna actually be able to get the silver requirement. That's gonna be tight. I could potentially get some silver from the clan shop. Maybe. Nope, I can't even do that. Only have 140. Ugh, this is gonna be maybe it's just a no-go. I don't think I have the silver resources right now. I know I'll gain silver as I'm farming, but again, remember that I'm not farming on stage 20. I would be farming on stage 16, stage 13. Now stage 13. Well, I can't even farm this. This would be a nightmare. So, yeah, I think I might not have enough resources to pull it off as far as silver goes. But I am interested in trying. So we'll see what the schedule gives me, and we will consider going from there. To be completely honest, though, with the new epics that we got, being that I got Maneater so early, we're in a really good spot right now. And it may be that Thor is not even something that we need to worry about on this account, and we can just focus on getting a really good clan boss team going, potentially an unkillable team if I can manage to somehow find a Painkeeper. But yeah, very, very happy about what we've got going on. So Thor may not be necessary. If I'm not going to do anything to compromise my account. I will say if they do the champion chase this weekend to start and it's 2x sacreds, I'm going to just say I'm out on the fusion. I'm not even going to try because I want to pull those sacreds during the 2x and see what I get. So no reason to, I just want to capitalize off of a 2x when I can. So, but the main thing I wanted to show you guys was that I completed that challenge. We did stage 13 of Fire Knight. Let's talk about how I did that, by the way, because I've seen a couple of you that are playing along with me that are like, I can't do this. It was not easy. I will say that, but I did finally take out Spirit Host. I put in Tyrell for that defensive aura, and we went with Armiger. And I've got my nukers, but of course, now we have a 6-star Venom Mage. So better stats, better survivability. We're able to get that heal reduction. We got the double hitter A1, poison damage. We also got really lucky on our freezes from Ninja during the waves, because the waves were the problem, right? Well, we bringing Tyrell and Venom Mage, and all of these really gave me the capability to beat those waves better. And again, Ninja did get a little lucky on the freeze, but I don't care about luck as long as I beat it and I'm able to get that Sacred Shard before a potential 2x event. Now, where would that 6th Sacred Shard come from? I keep saying 6 is my magic number, 6 is my magic number. Well, we have this little thing called the Nightmare Campaign. I will be honest with you, I still don't know for sure that I'm going to have enough between these two to be able to do it. Because nothing has changed for them in particular. Right? Like, they are still in the same gear as the last time I tried this. You can see, already, not looking super great. Not booked. This particular affinity is, I targeted the wrong guy there, is a little frustrating as well. But let's see. We did buy a little bit of time there. I think we might get a big hit here. Because I do have to 3-star everything. It's not just doing it that's the thing. I also have to 3-star it. One good thing is I have Maneater now, who has Unkillable, which could help me with more too. I think I might be able to pull this off. I needed that to heal me up more. I might be in trouble now. Oh, that counterattack really bites. Can Ninja do this? Oh, I was so close. All right, yeah, I definitely play with that a little bit, and I think I can pull that off. But, so yeah, I'm gonna go through and try to get this sacred. I think I'm just gonna abandon the dragon and the attempts to get the prism shards. I know the prism shards are probably equivalent to this, but I do think if I manual through here, since I have some time off over the next 2 days, I should be able to kind of force my way up and see if I can pull this off. But now that I have, now that I have, some really good epics, you know, I could probably bring Maneater and try to use his Unkillable to beat Mortu Macabre, which is usually the biggest challenge point. So, but yeah, I wanted to give you guys an update. I was really, really excited about everything that happened on the account yesterday. So, also, Clan Boss, I think we 2-keyed Brutal today. Oh, I'm just short. So 20.94. I will have to use a third key in Brutal, but I think the time has come to go ahead and pull Spirit Host out of there. Switch over to Tayrell, and then maybe bring somebody better. Maybe... I mean, Loki's not a bad choice with the Perfect Veil, the healing I get from that. And extending enemy debuffs. Yeah, I think I'm going to build... Plus, I think I'm going to build Loki. And I also have Blessings on Loki. I'm probably going to start with a Brimstone on Loki for now. I don't think that's what I want to go with him in the future. But for the time being, I think we finally get away from our handy-dandy Spirit Host. And we go with Tayrell as the lead for the defensive aura. And then start using Loki with a blessing and get that extra damage in. I think it's going to, from Brimstone, I think it's really going to help, plus the survivability and the turn meter that we're going to get as well. So we're going to get 15% turn meter, and we still get increased attack, and Loki's going to be easier to keep alive than a rare. Ignore this gear. This was what I did for that challenge, like I said. So... So, all right. Well, I am going to go ahead and call this a video. I know it was a bit of a shorter video, but I wanted to give you guys that update in particular and talk about what we might be doing for the Thor fusion as more details on that come out. As far as what is going on the channel tonight, I plan on streaming, but it might not be Raid Shadow Legends. It might be Age of Mythology Retold. This is one of my favorite games of my childhood. I say childhood, I was probably a teenager when it came out, but I love Age of Mythology, and the remaster of it starts in like an hour. So I'm very, very excited to play it. I might play it on stream. You guys may not be interested on it. But, you know, some of you have been asking for me to play other games. So that might be the game that I play. Who knows? I'm not promising anything. You'll just have to come watch and see. The other thing I wanted to talk about is tomorrow I'll be doing another account takeover. We did one today. We'll be doing another one tomorrow for another member of my clan that has been asking. And those are always very informative, very, very... good to see how other people do. What do they do with their champions? Something I always find when I watch account takeovers is I see somebody say, you know, this champion is really good, right? And you go, wait, I have that champion, but they're in my vault. And all of a sudden, you know, you go build them and you're like, wow, this champion was good all along. Why didn't anybody tell me? And that, you know, so stuff like that, really good. Or you learn techniques for saving silver or saving shards or whatever the case may be. So I recommend coming and hanging out and watching that. I already did a bit of a long of an intro, but I am pushing for memberships this month. Coming up with a few different ideas on how to encourage that. But if you've ever considered supporting the channel monetarily, even if you only want to do it for a very short period of time, please consider doing that. This month is what I'm asking for, just a big boost in the memberships to see where that may go. I won't go into that any further, but I will say that I made a deal with chat a couple of weeks ago. I don't think they're in here anymore. I think, oh, because school started. I think they were younger. But I don't like playing Souls-like games. I've never played any of them, but chat wants me to play Elden Ring. If I can get 50 memberships, I'll play Elden Ring, but that's my cutoff. So I don't know where we're at for memberships right now, but we're not at 50, I'll tell you that. So if you want to see me hate myself and be just in my temper, man. I will end up breaking something if I have to play Elden Ring, I will tell you. So if you want to see that happen, become a member. All right. That's everything I got. Thank you as always for watching. I don't know how accurate this is. I'm being told in chat it's 2x Sacreds and a 10x for Freya on Friday. I'll have to double check that. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. Jane! Jane! Shush! Oh. You're saying the quiet part out loud. One second, guys. Wait, did I not install it? No, I did. I can't play it yet. Oh, it's grayed out. I can't play it yet. Yet another rigged roadblock account. All right. We are going to hop on. Give me one moment. I'm going to get on the free to play. Sorry, let me call it by its official title. The rigged, overpowered free to play account. And we're going to... Oh, I also need to take... your account off my stuff. Okay. All right, I can turn this back on. That should be launching right now. I'm going to do one last battle in Siege. I think I'm going to try and see if I can be the one to take the Mana Tower. Before I started streaming, I grabbed these Pop-Tarts, and I never opened or ate them. I really want to eat them. I'm hungry. Oh, that has nothing to do with me. Okay. Did they do... Yeah, no announcements yet. I'm going to do a refresh and see if there's any updated videos. Okay, so there's an upcoming Freya Summon event this weekend. Yep. All right. Yep. Times 2x, 10x Sacreds. Cool. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. That means it's a champion chase, doesn't it? So yeah, that settles that. It's a champion. It's going to be a champion chase for sure. So I don't think I'm going for the fusion on the on the ninja account. Wukong probably because he can just be such a fast campaign farmer. Sacreds? Question mark. What did I say? I don't know. What? Nah. So it's a 2x sacreds. That's gonna be a champion chase. Summon rushes usually happen outside of a 2x, in my experience. But champion chases happen with 2x's. Yeah, theoretically. I mean, they could do whatever they want. It's Plarium, right? Really, they happen on summon rushes? That has not been my experience, if I'm honest. I could be wrong, but don't don't you remember when we had that? I sent you that message. Wasn't that a sacred 2x? You probably don't remember what I'm talking about. I want to be vague, but I sent you a video, and I was like, this is just wrong because all 2x's are during champion chases. Tell you what, who made a video about it that I don't feel bad? Okay, here we go. This Friday, September 6th, we're planning to launch 2 events simultaneously. We're planning to launch ×2 event to summon legendary champions from Sacred Shards, and also we're planning to launch ×10 event to summon Freya from Sacred Shards. Please note the duration of the ×10 event will be 1 day shorter than the duration of the ×2 event. Hmm. 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 Nothing in there about a champ chase, but also nothing in there about a summon rush. That's weird. I don't like this. Just tell me. It's not a 2x on Ancients. They've already confirmed it's a 2x on Sacreds. But oh, for the champion chase, if they do it later, who knows? We'll see. We will see. I really feel like the last 2x for Sacreds was a champion chase. Hey, White Plastic.
Shoot him, Kevin!
Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. That's a big support for me. Uh, wait, vodka, is that are you White Plastic? I'm not. I'm really trying not to ham this up that much. Um, it actually does mean a lot to me, Vodka. I know that you're not somebody that does this. And I know that it's a membership. It's a, $5 or whatever, but I know that you're not the type of person who does this kind of stuff. And I actually really appreciate that. I really, really do. I'm not joking that I teared up a little there. I feel a little embarrassed, but um, I don't talk about this kind of stuff enough. But you guys give me more and more confidence in not just like who I am as a content creator or Raid Shadow Legends or anything, but just like me as a person every day. And so, the fact that I can the fact that I can convince, or the fact that Vodka sees me as like worthy of breaking his rule of never becoming a member on anyone's channel. Thank you, Vodka. I mean that. I'm not like seriously. Thank you. Yes, you could have gifted. Well, I don't think you can pick who you gift a membership to. Also, you're still gonna see ads. I've been misinformed about that. Ugh. So I need to probably re-record my thing, too. But yeah, you do still see ads as members on YouTube, which stinks. The only way to not see ads is premium. Um, Really, honestly, I'm probably gonna multi-stream on Twitch now because I didn't know that, and now that I know that, it makes more. It's more incentive for you guys to actually do it over on Twitch so you can skip ads. So yeah, I know you use a blocker anyways, so it's irrelevant. But okay, let's get back down to business before I keep crying. Well, let's clash. Okay. All right. I think there's a team in the Mana Shrine that I could beat. Like, I feel like I can beat this team right here. All right. What is Shayak? What is his aura? Damn. No, I can't beat that team.
Shoot him, Kevin!
I'm confused why I saw it twice. But I already gave you all the thanks I can give you. All right. Oh. No, I don't think I can go fast enough with my current teams that I have, is my concern. No, you're good, freak. I'm happy to do it, man. I really am. I got to tell you, I'm very proud of the progress on your account. Truly. Seeing that Wukong and how well built it was, I was really proud of that. Like, you've come a really long way, and the fact that you won 2 battles in this siege, like this clan, that we're fighting, bro, this clan has teams like this. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's really cool, vodka. Yeah, they messaged me, vodka. I got to talk to my officer corps about it still. But yeah. All right. I want to fight where it's going to matter. I think I can beat this team. The Astrid scares me. All right. I can always take the battle back. That Astrid really scares me. Like, this has got to be enough to keep Georgia alive, right? All right. I can't win any of the fights in the Mana Tower, but I might be able to win this. Oh my god, that was so close. Can I kill Feral? I'm decrease attacked. Alright, well, I'm locked into this, so I don't think I have any other things I can do. I mean, this is kind of my last ditch effort here. Nah, I'm gonna die. And that uses up both of these, so now I'm definitely done. Nah, you can... Geo is an option too, but I've used up everything now. Like, I no longer have Ultimate Death Knight as an option or anything like that. The problem is I just don't have anybody that's really fast that could give me the crowd control that I want. Like, I don't think 248 is enough, because what's my Razzlebark? 232. Mithrala did get to go, though. What's Mithrala? 283. Yeah, so Mithrala got to go. I'm 182. Yeah, Carl, maybe 190. No, and I don't have like term meter boosting. Like, yeah, 137 speed apothecary is not gonna cut it. You know. Maybe I could put my Arbiter gear on him, or put my Armand's gear on a Loki and try that. But it's only 75% chance because he's not booked. My Deacon is already used up. I used my Deacon. If I'm going to build a Haikatoon, I should just build a Loki. Unless my Haikatoon is booked. I think she's vaulted, actually. Let me just go pull another Void Shard. Do I have one to pull? I didn't see if I got any from Clan Boss. Nah. There is a tournament that gives a void. Oh, that was yesterday's. That was the champion training. It ran out last night. I could have done champion training to get a void. Ah. All right. It's only going to cost me silver, so why not do this? Let's do this. It's probably not enough. You know what? Sure. I'm going to use this too. It's probably not enough accuracy, but I don't know. What am I going to lose, you know? Do you think all future champion chase will be 40 crystals? You mean summon pools? And I hope not, but Plarium has this is how they did it with dungeon divers, right? Dungeon divers got harder and harder and harder, and we were like, okay, well, this is like a. You remember Emic? We were like, okay, well, it's Emic, so it's a void fusion. They made it harder, and then it just stuck around, like. No, don't fight my battle. No, I I can't redo it. You think it's only because it's Freya that they're doing 40? But here's the thing. Why is Freya's power level so much more special than a faction unity champion that they're going to put in that spot? Right? Every single summon rush is now, or summon pool is going to have a special champion in the top slot. So why, I know Freya's good, but I don't know that, they're going to say she's special, but then the next time they're not. FOMO. But they're going to be added. Damn it, Iron Balls, good job. All right, well, let me put my gear back on Armand's before I forget. I wasted that thing for nothing. Um you good? That's fair, vodka. I didn't think about that. Yeah, Iron Balls takeover canceled. Shame you didn't get the attack back. Yeah, I mean that's how it goes though. Um, that's my opinion anyway. Lots of people know Freya. No one knows. Yeah, yeah. Then, I was going to skip Thor, but more I see about him, more I'm tempted. I'm going for Thor on both the free to play and the main account. Yeah, I think he's gonna be like I don't think he's not Trunda, but he's on the level of Varl, uh, Ninja. It's really funny in Hell Hades' video. He was comparing. He said, "Okay, Ninja does a little more damage than Thor," and then if you look in the comments below, he forgot to book Thor, and Thor's damage was like right there with Ninja's damage, and so it was really funny. Um, yeah, but vodka nobody listens to you. Look, here's my thing. I never doubted that Thor was going to be a good nuker. What I doubted was that Thor would make my arena team. But Hydra's a different story. And so I think having him as a Hydra champion is going to be a big boost for my free to play Hydra. And my third Hydra team on the main account could use a decreased speed nuker. I literally thought that the other day. I was like, man, I really need someone that can hit hard and decrease speed that hits harder than Gwendolyn. And Thor does that. So I was already going for Thor on the main account, though. It was the free to play where I was like, I don't know, I'd rather have Lady Mikage. But the fact that we recouped as many gems as we did, and I'm almost back up to 1,000 gems, kind of makes up for it. You know what I mean? Like, that's easy for me to say. Okay, well, 1,000 gems, that's more than enough to go for this fusion. Yeah, he compared them to. Oh, no. I think Nub compared him to Mishinaki, and he did more than Mishinaki did. But I'm excited. Also, I love any chance to put somebody in Merciless, and I want to put him in Merciless and see what he can do. I think I can too. That's the other thing too, is him being barbarians. I guess I'd be needing to look on the main account more than here, but barbarians. All right, maybe not. Nothing especially special here. He does need accuracy though. I just don't know if I can pull it off on the ninja account. I really want to try. Wait, did this motherfucker, did he just say? The audacity! This is our account takeover for tomorrow. And he just sniped my, what I was trying to do with Loki. And has the audacity to say he would take over my account? How dare you? You know what, Vodka? I'm gonna be nice because you became a member. The disrespect. hold on. Thank you, Detective Diaz.
Come on, sir. The math thing isn't the problem. Night shift's keeping you and Kevin apart. You two just need a bone.
What did you say?
Don't say it again.
I said you two need a bone.
This is my reaction to Iron Balls.
How dare you, Detective Diaz? I am your superior officer! Bone! What happens in my bedroom, Detective, is none of your business. Bone! Don't ever speak to me like that again.
Oh, man. Hold on, I'm gonna type that. How dare you, Detective Iron Balls? I don't think they'll get the reference, but I'm so happy. This is taken at the top floor. Awesome. Bone! Oh, man. What a day. What a great stream. One thing we haven't done yet. So let's go hop over on the main account. Maybe I got some void charts. Let's see. That'll show you Iron Balls. Let me go casually pull a friggin' Odin out of my butt. Joke's on you. Bone! Oh, also, got to do that. We need to do that on the free-to-play, too. Yeah, show him you're the superior officer. All right, clan boss. Well, sorry, Hydra. Hydra first. Maybe. Sylvan, Skinwalker, Lizardman. Can't think of anybody that did a lot for. All right, guys, we're hoping for voids here. I mean, sure, why not? Where's Jane? Where's Jane? Hold on. Somebody yell at Jane. Hold on. I forgot I could do this. Oh. Well, aren't you special? I'm such a dick sometimes. I really am. Alright, come on, Void. Alright, see, that's what I get, right? I go taunt you, and then I get literally nothing now. Oh. Jane, the leader of that clan, was in our chat. Was in my chat last night. It's 9 9s is the leader. My mercy is 78 right now. And I just bought a video game. Wait, where's all the void shard offers? Are you for real? Where's this stuff? But not even that. Where's this one? Oh no, not this one. That one sucks. I thought there was one that I saw this morning. Shoot, was it a limited time? Like the not even the mini mix pack. That's not what I'm talking about. Was it the a flash sale? I'm not. I'm looking at the deals. I'm not buying. I also was about to buy accidentally on the Ninja account because I thought I was on the main account. Because all my stuff's out of whack. I opened them in the wrong order. So thank you for pointing that out, because I 1000% was about to buy on the wrong account. By the way, to avoid this, what I usually do is I log out of everything. They must have been the deals yesterday. I thought there were ones that were like the progressive ones. Like you buy here, you buy here, you buy here, right? I guess those were just yesterday. No, this is ass. No, I'm not paying that. Nope. There we go. Okay. Now we're talking a little bit better. So ideally, I would want. I'm not trying to buy these at all. I was seeing if they had. I like my price point. I need to start buying these now that I think about it. My price point for voids, I'd like to see them around $2 a void. But I know that that's not what they're always going to price them at, you know? So this one comes out to 2.7, $2.70 for them. Oh man. Not doing it. I'm not doing it. So here was my justification earlier. Bro, make it make sense. So on the free to play, that's $3. Give it to $25. Oh man. But my thought process was the 10Xs are slightly better on voids because there's a smaller pool, right? Right. But even if I didn't get him, there's a chance that I get Siffy or, you know. But I don't think I'm willing to go. I'd have to, like, I'm thinking, okay, maybe I pull 20. Maybe I pull 20 more voids. But then the guaranteed comes out whenever. And it's like, okay, well, that was a waste. Yeah, it could also be really trash voids too. But it could also be Shuzen or Yumiko or Rio, right? Um, it could be Senna though. Could be Narcissus, right? It could be Georgid. Or it could be Whirlim. Or Raglan. So I will be good. I will wait. I'm awake. I'm awake. But it could also be Cardial. The thing, I'm not close enough to Mercy for it to be like a real conversation. And I've already said to myself, I want my money to be spent on primals. I know why you're saying that, Jane. I know what you're trying to do. Pro Celix. How will you get to Mercy if you don't buy and pull? The only reason I would buy would be to recoup the 20 I lose. I'm not pulling all 120, right? Because that pack is, what was it? $50. Yeah, so that'd be $300 to recoup everything I lost. 10 wouldn't hurt, right? Y'all suck. Get out of here. Do you remember what happened the last time you guys convinced me to go all in on sharks? Remember? This happened. My kids don't need to eat today if I have Yumiko. That's the good thing, is that any money that I would spend, because I have a job now, so it's all just extra money. I keep overestimating how much I'm going to be getting paid from this job because I'm not working 40 hours. I'm part-time, so. Well, the other problem too is that I did spend $30 on. So here's my argument. This has always been my argument as to like spending money in Raid Shadow Legends. I don't buy video games, right? Like I didn't buy the new Madden. I didn't buy World of Warcraft. Okay, I didn't buy. Okay, I did eventually buy Baldur's Gate, but I held off on buying that for a long time. I didn't buy Black Myth Wukong. So that's kind of my argument, right? the $50-$60 that I would have spent on games like that I would like to play, I spend that here on shards on the main account instead. I'm not a pirater, unfortunately, for my bank account. I got nothing against it. It's just who I am. It's just not for me. Yeah, their prices are too high. Something that bothers me quite a bit about their prices and such, or their tactics, is like whales exist, krakens exist. So why short the little guy? I mean, this is still referring to them changing this thing, right? It's like, why is it gotta fall back on the little guy? Yeah. I think their thought process is that they want to turn people into whales instead of giving good deals to the low spend. You just gotta find your good deals and have your like price points. I don't want my price point for primals to be $5, but I don't know that they're gonna offer them below that on a decent enough time. Yeah, the thing that I keep coming back to when it's like, do I want to go all in here and like, or do I want to pull voids and stuff, is that I just don't think void champions are good enough. Certain ones are, right? Yumiko, um, Odin might be up there. See, this is not my main account. I keep doing that. Yeah, I'm basically saying, so I have like a monthly budget that I'll spend on the game. And like I just said, that's usually what I would have spent on other video games. So I'll spend that monthly budget on primals only now. And so if I was sorry, it made me feel it sounded like an OnlyFans primals only. Um I'm not even gonna record it. This is just for you guys. $10. Those were void rares. What are you talking about? I hate this game. Y'all are the worst. You really are. You really, really are. I'm literally banking on the fact now. This is Mikolaj's fault. I'm Mikolaj. I'm holding you directly responsible for the result of this. Do 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 do. I hope my finger doesn't slip. That would be a real shame. I'm just looking at this person in the clan. It would be a real shame if my finger slipped. I didn't mean to click that. I know I looted my stuff. Did I do my keys on here, though? I did, okay. Dude, thank you, Mikolaj. Blazin got one. He's live streaming right now too. I wonder if he gets that notification. That's awesome. Dude, thank you, Mikolaj. I appreciate that, man. That's awesome. Congrats to everybody that got gifted a membership. All right. I got you. I got you, Mikolaj. I got you. Give me a second. Hang on. I got you. I might not be able to do this. I may have to dump all my accounts, but I got this. No, okay, yeah, because I logged into Roadblock last, so it works. How do I want to do this? Okay. I could apply for a credit card. All right. All right, so you all can thank Mikolaj. Not only did he get you guys stuff, but he also got you 17 more or 18 more shard pulls. So y'all can thank Mikolaj on that. Oh, that was right in my throat. I gotta make some room here. Oh. That's gonna take way longer than I want it to. Sure. I'm on my main account, Squibble. I'm on my main account. I'm Roadblock. Main account. Yes, that was a purchase. I spend money on my main account. Main account only. I can even prove it. All right, here we go. That's a +1 for Godseeker, so at least there's that. +3 Seer now? And now we got 8 more to go. And this is all for you. I'm not recording. This is all for you guys. This is stream exclusive. I do want to take a look really quickly before I'm going to tease you guys just a bit here. And empower. So that's a +3 Seer now. And then a +1 Godseeker. Eight more to go. Oh, Hyper, I've been pulling. This is like, I didn't get anybody good so far. So I've pulled like 40 voids now. 31? Okay. I'm pulling 6 more. But this is because Mikolaj gifted five memberships. So I bought some voids. This is on the main account. I bought some voids on the main account. Well, we're getting better rates, at least for epics, than that 10 pull. But I'm nowhere near Mercy right now. That's the thing. The free-to-play account luck doesn't apply here. That's the thing. I know that if I pull all of them, I will hit Mercy. I know that. But then I do not have any stockpile for a potential guaranteed. I don't want to miss out on another Narcissus. Odin is great and all, but the odds of getting him are still low. Yeah, no Lego. My Mercy right now, I am 116 into Mercy right now. So if I was to pull all of these, I'd be close. Nah, you guys can't convince me to do that much. The only thing that maybe I would spend a little more money for another 18, but I'm not going below 100. That much is not happening. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up there. Cuz I don't think cuz like Odin's great, but I don't think Odin is like 100 void shards great. Yeah, better Madam Sarah. Way better Madam Sarah's. He is really hard to build though, because you want him to be like you want him to do good. I mean, he ignores defense 100%, right? So you can build him for crit damage, but you also need accuracy. You're also gonna need yeah, just crit damage. It doesn't because it's enemy max HP. So crit damage, accuracy, but you also want high resistance. I guess not really. So what could you do? High crit damage protection set would be pretty sick. Didn't even think about Arbiter with his aura. Yeah, but sheep, I mean, There's a lot that you can do now. Oh, he's really good in a feral set. He's really good in a feral set because he places uh what, 2 debuffs was it? If the stun lands. No, yeah, that set's good too, but I kind of feel like feral is just slightly better. Not a better set, but better on him because of the damage increase that it comes with. So pinpoint, you get the intercept, which, you know, obviously avoids polymorph. But then feral, you also get ignoring polymorph, and then allies deal 5% more damage per each debuff placed by the wearer. So they could potentially get a 10% damage boost to your team. Potentially. And what is this one? This is for each buff placed by the wearer. So I mean, obviously you can't get both 9 pieces, but I wonder if protection is also just as good because he does give just. I mean, it's only 1 buff, but still, it's a good buff. It's a really good buff. Hey, I'm gonna take no damage. Yeah. I mean, who knows? They might do it guaranteed for him too, right? Crazier things have happened. Nope. It ends today. So no more voids for me. I am gonna call it though. Let me see if he's still. All right, give me one moment. Don't leave yet, guys. Don't leave yet. There's one thing I'm trying to. I want to figure something out. Do 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 do. Add. All right, he didn't do it. So I don't really have a way to like raid Blazin But Blazin is the guy that I did the podcast with. You guys want to come with me and come say hi to Blazin on he's live on YouTube right now. You guys down to do that? If you guys don't want to do it, like we don't have to do it.
All right, let's pay.
Last time I tried to do this, none of y'all came along. So I was like, well, ugh. I still can't believe I went till 2 o'clock. I have to upload, record, play Raid, play Age of Mythology. Oh man. Y'all got real quiet. Hey, do you want to go to my friend's channel and watch them? Crickets. All right, so that's his live stream. I put it in chat. Um, I can't redirect to him because he doesn't have it opened up, but that's about the best I can do. Yeah, we can just go over there and tell him, hey, Roadblock sent me. So if you guys want to click on that, I'm gonna log off here. I'll be in his chat for like a couple minutes before I go while I eat, and then go get some stuff done. Got to get some videos edited and whatnot. But yeah, if you guys want to go over there and be like, hey, Roadblock sent me, link is in the chat. It's the best thing I got for raids because we can't do that on YouTube the way that they can on Twitch. So, but yeah, take care, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Another account takeover tomorrow. Tonight, I might not stream tonight. I might. Well, I think I said in the video I would. So I'll stream tonight. But it'll probably be Age of Mythology or finishing off. Maybe I don't know. Yeah, it'll be Age of Mythology. Yeah, probably. All right. Take care, guys.